once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Walker now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, it's Smith. Oh, he tries to give it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Uchenna Nwosu. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Herbert on 1st down now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he gets this out to Spiller. On the move past the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over at first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Sticking with Walker on second down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That's complete to Penny Hart. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 44, Smith. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hart. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Smith on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first down 10 at their own 21-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Herbert throwing again. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Walker. It's a room to maneuver. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Smith. Buying time to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw here, Herbert. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. He's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Play action. It's Smith. Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now Gino on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 22, Smith. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's complete to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On second down, Eckler. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And now incomplete downfield to Allen. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Steps away. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Darrell Taylor able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert now. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. On 1st and 10, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage. You got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And Herbert going to slide to his stop, and he has a 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle with Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
from the 17. Herbert. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's Walker to start the drive. And some room to work. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Asante Samuel on the tackle. A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Back to Walker on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Now a man who moved up the depth chart with the retirement of Chris Carson. Here's Rashad Penny. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
A gain of 7. First down, Seahawks.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And going right back to Walker. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Check pass.
A gear for what? And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Eckler, they run left side. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now it's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Going back to Allen. He's got him again. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, a 20-yard touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second down and 3. On second down, it's Walker, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. From the 50, it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.